from an environmental sustainability perspective, we never saw the greening issues separate from the design and the construction issues. I think that's an important element of the way in which we approached the development of the new stadium. Right from the outset, in terms of the demolition of the old stadium, every single part of the old stadium was reused and recycled. So the entire design of the stadium, in terms of actually getting natural ventilation into the stadium window behind us there is actually looking at allowing cool summer breezes to come through the stadium. The facade of the stadium, we didn't go for a fully closed facade of the stadium. It's actually a wire mesh, steel mesh that has been allows natural ventilation to come through the stadium, as well as natural light. The Teflon coated fibre membrane roof structure that we used is basically to allow, again, natural light into the stadium, to minimise the need for lighting when people are utilising the stadium, so that the lights can only come on when it really is necessary. We looked at the key elements that cost a lot of money in terms of a stadium. The element of making sure that the pitch was not only sustainable, but also that you looked at your water usage specifically. All the water that is drained from the roof, so the water basically runs off the roof into a piping system down into that main water tank. And that water is then reused and basically for the pitch, as well as for people's park, which is outside. I think the most important thing in terms of replication is understanding that mega projects are not outside of the greening issues, that it is possible to actually develop large-scale projects with the greening issues at the forefront to make it fundamentally part of the entire design process. And that if we can do it on a project of this scale, you can do it on any project. We've also developed a series of green guidelines that related from the stadium itself and then going into the future, so that all the lessons we've learned on the stadium are now part of those green guidelines. Our Buffels Dry reforestation project, where we are planting 82,000 trees. That's a tree entrepreneur project where people are actually given seeds, they plant the trees, they actually get given goods in exchange for those trees, and it's part of that whole poverty alleviation. So what is important is seeing the integratedness between green issues, poverty issues, design issues, etc., being integrated into one single project, instead of these things being put in separate little boxes and then people not making the linkages and not being able to get the maximum benefit from all of this.